Hi, my name is Christine Scott, and today I'll be doing my assignment for the UNRS 220 Health Assessment. This video is about the health risk assessment, which consists of four different parts: the health history, personal health profile, health habits and lifestyles, and finally the assessment of overall health and health risk. So let's go to the first part. Health history. Health risk assessment is an evaluation tool widely used in the healthcare profession to furnish individuals the risk and standards of living. Many of the chronic diseases that extend in the family history that are usually unnoticed or undermined can be fathomed out during these simple steps. During the evaluation of my personal health history, I've discerned some of the important health risk factors that needed some awareness and increased consideration. Hypertension and cancer are more highly noticeable in my family, both on the female and male members, compared to heart disease, obesity, and other types of diseases. Breaking down these risk factors even further, it is more distinct that cancer is more prominent in my family. Part 2 is the personal health profile. One of the ways to preempt your risk is through early detection. And the best way to do this is through yearly checkups. Prior to my yearly exam, I usually request for my laboratory work to be done so that I can discuss the results with my family doctor. My blood work was performed on August 9, followed up by my physical exam on August 23rd. Initial assessment was taken by the LVN to update my medical records, which includes the vital signs, current medication, physical activities, diet changes, and smoking or drinking habits, if there's any. The information taken are as follows: blood pressures 118/75, pulse 63, respiration 18, weight 113 pounds, BMI 24.3. Medications I currently take are Topamax 100 mg PO twice a day for my maintenance of migraine. Imitrex, I also take 100 mg PO, not to exceed 2 doses for every 24 hours as needed for severe migraine headaches. I'm also taking vitamin B12 as a supplement and albuterol inhaler 2 puffs every 4 hours as needed for wheezing. That's going to be for my asthma. And I'm also a vegetarian, which I haven't had any problem, when it comes to my iron or protein intake. And I haven't had anything to address with my doctor when it comes to smoking or drinking, because I don't smoke or drink any alcoholic beverages. So now, during my physical examination, I did raise a concern in regards to my cholesterol level, because when I got my blood work done, my cholesterol was 241 milligram per DL, my HDL was 90 milligram per DL, my LDL was 118 milligram per DL, and my triglycerides was 109 milligram per DL. My medical provider had informed me that HDL of 40 or higher is actually good, and my results of 90 milligram per DL should not be too much of a concern. My routines of walking 3 miles every 4 days a week helps with my cardiovascular endurance, calorie burn, strength, and resistance. The third part is the health habits and lifestyle assessment. And under this, it has different sections. The first part is the exercise and fitness. So with this one, I don't have a problem again, because there are at least four brief questions that this section clearly identifies my level of daily activities that promote health awareness. My engagement in moderate exercise, muscle strength, and endurance at least 60 minutes or more or 4 times a week has been a routine to keep that I have been keeping, that I have adopted for the past few months. My husband and I enjoyed gardening, and we both very much enjoy the fruit of our labor. So, based on my BMI, I'm in the normal range of 24.3. So, in this exercise, I score myself 9. In this category, I've given myself a rate of 9. Why? Although I eat a variety of foods each day, including 5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables, limiting my intake of saturated fat, salt, and sugar, I find myself skipping meals occasionally, which is not good. breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and usually that's the one I always miss. Well, due to my heavy workload of assignments in school and working double shifts 2 days a week, I find myself not having enough time. Should I eat? Should I go work or sleep? So usually I skip breakfast. So I need to work on that part. Tobacco use, gave myself a score of 10 on this one because I don't smoke. So that's the good side. Alcohol and drugs. I can probably say that I rate myself a full 10 on this category. I don't drink any alcoholic beverages. I'm very careful with all my prescription and over-the-counter medication as I read the directions and possible side effects of the medications and any drug-to-drug interactions since I'm also taking other medications for other reasons. Stress management. This is a good thing. I'm very grateful for a very good support system. I have a very supportive husband and a loving daughter. My parents and sisters are always there by my side. Really enjoy the line of work that I do, and I feel that God is really using me to make a difference in this kind of field. I'm very much involved in my church, a part of the deaconess team in which embraces the outreach program that we have. I have friends whom I'm not reluctant to discuss my thoughts and feelings, and when I feel like just to take a deep breath, sit down, and have a change of scenery, they are my go-to people. So, because of my support system and the coping skills that I have developed, I have a very good way of managing my stress. So, in this section, I'll give myself a 10. Safety. I'm very careful with my surroundings, mainly because of my safety measures that I have adopted with the line of work that I do. Working in the psych field, you always got to watch your back. So that's kind of thing that I have adopted myself, and I'm trying to instill that with my family. I wear my seatbelt and make sure that whoever rides in the vehicle with me got to buckle up. Since I don't drink, driving under the influence of alcohol is not a problem with me. However, I do take into considerations that some of the medications that I take can cause side effects, especially the Topamax. It causes dizziness and can be a problem when I'm driving. Although I have not experienced that kind of problem, I also have to be aware of that one. Obeying traffic and speed limits when driving, I gave myself a rate of 1 out of the 2 being the highest in this category. Honestly, sometimes I'm running late for work, or I just have to step on that gas just a little above the speed limit. Come on, let's be honest. Who doesn't? We all have our days, right? So reading the instructions on the labels of potentially harmful products such as household cleaners or appliances, I rate myself 2 on this one. Sometimes you just have to learn your lessons before you do the right thing. Since my awful experience about 23 years ago, I was young and not there yet. Trying to clean the shower using various cleaning stuff, and the shower door was closed. Next thing you know, I walk out of there a little tipsy and dizzy and kind of high. So after that really bad, awful experience, no more. So gotta read all the chemicals and use as directed. Flag for me. So now, smoking is very bad and very dangerous. So I'm grateful that I did not pick up that bad habit. Disease prevention. Working in the healthcare field has given me a lot of opportunities to learn about different types of diseases. Its signs, symptoms, as well as the actions needed to prevent such illnesses. Research has helped me identify some of the warning signs of cancer, heart attack, and stroke. We are in the time of the month where we go out, enjoy the outdoors, and my family likes to hike, try out different foods, enjoy the beach, especially travel the world. During these activities, we expose ourselves in the sun, and I always carry my sunscreen, because it really hurts my skin. For protection. So one of the days I carry out to maintain a healthy lifestyle is being consistent with my medical screening tests, such as blood pressure checks, immunizations, breast and eye exams. As you can see, wear glasses. I just had my new prescription before school had started, August 27th. Okay, so I also perform a weekly in-home breast exam, usually after a shower in front of the mirror to check for any abnormalities. Since my hysterectomy in November 25th, 2016, due to leiomyoma of uterus, a non-cancerous growth of the uterus that becomes visible during childbearing years, kind of got me scared, especially with my family history. So I thought it's going to be cancer. So I had really had to do research on that one, but thank God it wasn't. So I'm not required to do any pap smear, but just to be on the safe side, when I had my physical appointment exam on the 23rd, I double confirmed that with my doctor, and he said, no, I really don't need to do any pap tests. Everything's gone, so where are they going to check? So I've been with my husband for so long. So we have been mutually faithful with each other. So nothing to worry about that. I don't do any illicit drugs and use any needles, so that can compromise my health or others. So in this section of the questionnaire, I rate myself a perfect 10. Part 4, assessment of overall health and health risk. So this is to tally up everything. Collected information was very helpful in assessing my health risk for chronic diseases that are prominent in my family. It helps to determine steps to take in preventing such illnesses to occur. Interpreting my health habits and lifestyle assessment, I scored mostly in the range of 9 and 10 in each of the categories, which is an indication of my awareness in practicing a healthy lifestyle. So since cancer is more prominent in my family, I really have to be one step ahead with all the safety precautions, including its signs and symptoms. There are many different types of cancer in my family. Ovarian and breast cancer are the most notable ones. Considering my risk for breast and ovarian cancer, I have to take extra precautions in these areas. As mentioned in the disease prevention section, I had a hysterectomy done 2 years ago due to leiomyoma of uterus. I'm compliant with my mammogram health screening every year and performs a weekly self-check at home. Studies have shown through genetic mutations, certain genes are bequeathed. My risk for breast cancer is much greater, as studies have shown that multiple family members, either on the mother or the father's side, who have had breast cancer. So with my situation, I am really at the higher risk because my dad's mom and sister, so my grandma and my aunt, both on his side, were both breast cancer and ovarian cancer survivors. So I am really at the higher risk. So I really have to be mindful and very careful with that part. So with that said, due to this risk, keeping my weight at a healthy and normal level is very beneficial. Exercising on a regular basis to promote strength, stamina, good circulation, and eating a well-balanced diet. Being vegetarian, I try to increase my intake of protein in foods such as tofu, oats, Greek yogurt, almonds, almond milk is the only thing that I drink. When you get old, you can't digest milk anymore, but I don't like milk anyway. So lactose intolerant, that's another thing. Broccoli, quinoa, lentils, Brussels sprouts, and different types of nuts. Yeah. I use moderate amount of or none at all of extra virgin olive oil when cooking, but I usually grill my veggies or steam it. It tastes so much better, and plus I keep the nutrients, you just keep the nutrients in there. I also include plenty of dark green leafy vegetables, grains, and fruits in my diet. Being born and raised in the Philippines, we always eat rice 3 times a day, breakfast, morning, and lunch. Usually when I was growing up, and I don't know how I skip breakfast now that I'm grown, but, breakfast, morning, and lunch is just rice. So that's all it is. But I'm careful with my intake of food, even though I'm vegetarian. I use mostly fresh foods, and I stay away from veggie meats as much as possible due to its high content of salt, sugar, and saturated fats. So what I found out that vegetarians have a lower overall cancer incidence than the general population. Yay! Lower cancer rates may be due to their high intake of fruits and vegetables. Yay! But just because that's a study and it's been shown and proven, I still can't take that for granted because based on my family history, I'm still at the higher risk. So, although my overall health assessment presents a healthy lifestyle habits, I still have to continue to take care of myself and to be very mindful not to forget my risk of developing the disease that are prominent in my family. Just a simple negligence on my part can cause a lifetime of pain and suffering. This health assessment is very, very helpful and beneficial, not just for me, because I can share this one also with my sister who shares the common risk as myself. So thank you. Bye.